to continue what I was doing earlier because, you know, got some train streaming. Didn't feel like doing a lot of it today. But, yeah, so basically 2 live streams today. That's a lot for me. But, anyways, we're going to continue on. Okay, so we're doing a lot more very similar walks.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Let's do hits for 9. Let's see, can I get some Ks per 9 instead? Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do stamina here. Give us like a couple extra pitches. So every single game is 2 earned runs. And we're actually not in the basement anymore of our division.
MLB The Show's Cup. Joshua Gibbons starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me if he throws strikes, he's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
And now he'll try to bunt his way out to start the game.
First pitch, 120.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Right back to him on the mound.
Look what I found.
And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
He did not like that one.
Here it comes.
Batting second, the third baseman.
It's slaughtered.
And
Just off
the
the
Cubs
plate.
as they take the field here this afternoon. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And
We're taking a look
2
at it
away.
right here. It's homestand. They're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Smoked on the ground
ball.
up the middle. Oh, and he can't
Bobble.
pick it up cleanly.
I don't know if that's
Nice
going to be able to
effort by
hit her
the
in there.
shortstop right there. Kept it
They
in
said-
front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but
And an extra
Play's been
pitch.
made, and that retires the side. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Mountcastle, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting grade.
Just
And
missed.
that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch.
Ball, Cam.
And the 2-2.
Swing and a
Swing and a
miss on the
miss.
slider, and that's out
Strike
number
3.
1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The thing is, this is kind of like a turnaround season again.
Now in the box,
We had a good
Joey
season out of the
Gallo.
bullpen.
Take his
Then we were
first
sent
cuts
down.
here. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Now at the plate, Richard Erasmus. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Hit to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So striding forward now, number 54, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. That's softly hit to right.
And that's a base hit.
Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single.
You know, sometimes, Dero, it's a war when you're a pitcher and a bad hitting pitcher. The war is the war to try to hope that he actually hits your bat. And I think he won that war, Dero. That wasn't a very pretty swing, but it produced a base hit.
So what you're saying is you were in full warlike mode in Dodger Stadium back in the day when
I sure was. John Cummings on the mound. He did me a
Strike.
favor. Threw me a heater about 92 with cut on it. Right off the barrel line drive between third and short. My one and only base hit. And I didn't even have a bat. I had to use another bat from a teammate of mine with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Darnell will
Shoot
get
out.
there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Thing is, making the pitcher do some work should
Into the
hopefully
box
get
now,
him.
Miguel Geraldo. 0 for
little bit
1
more
for
tired.
him here in this one. And that's in there for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do.
The pitcher, Joshua Gibbons, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is
Okay, that was a good
indeed on
pitch.
right here. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Mountcastle is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
And I actually hit
Digging
triangle
into
to try to
the
hold
fight
up on
again,
that, but I'm not good with
Ramirez,
the bunting.
As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And he'll take it to Nura.
It's going to be a
Into right
little
field,
hard
that's a
liner.
base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some
Strike
base hits,
2.
but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, man.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Will Wilson, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fly ball out toward
Popped up.
left center field. Center fielder on the run.
And
He's
one
there
gone.
and records the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up to bat next, the left-handed light power of Joey Gallo. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to get him to
Just
go after
in.
the slider, but it's 1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off a hard breaking ball at the back foot.
Strike 2.
Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one.
And
Watch
Gallo
it
goes
fly
deep.
into the bleachers and gone.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game.
And
He's
Chile.
not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So here now is the pitcher, number 54, a base hit in his first trip. A bouncer up the middle.
Ground ball.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this.
So I had it basically leaked back over, but it was down.
High fly ball out to straightaway.
Just missed any possible perfection home run. God, the fact is that thing hit that far. Perfect, probably on the left.
Set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Travis Swaggerty. In there at the letters 0-1.
Promise you won't get our confidence back up.
This quality, throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The fact is that most of our home runs allowed
inside that time, laid off for ball
are
one.
against the
That's a great take right
slider.
there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go.
Well, one I also get thrown a lot too, but a lot of them are bad pitch
Rolls
locations.
slowly down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, nobody out now.
Pitch on the way. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Miguel Geraldo swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Beautiful.
Digging in the switch hitter.
That was hit at 78 miles an
He got
hour.
on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Pulled toward right center field.
That ball is
Long
going
run for
to
the right
be
fielder.
caught.
He's got it. A great running play, and that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a good
Swing and a miss.
that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats. In there, no balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
All right.
Strikes.
Come on now, here we go.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Hard hit toward the hole.
And a base hit.
When he's got his first base hit, he's 1 for 3.
Eat it. Cut it right there.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Joey Gallo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. 1-2 now.
Yeah, we're kind of staying away from that
the belt,
sinker now.
kicks and deals.
Little slider.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Shohei Ohtani will come on to pinch hit.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love
So do we
these
get the
low-scoring
winner?
games.
Yeah, we do.
Slugfest. This was like a throwback game with home runs.
So that ended up being a good game for us. Like, and the fact is that we don't have that great of a team either. So righties actually get more hits off us. Let's see, can we get the K's or... The sinker's a little going to be eventually, it's basically a deadly pitch as it is. Ooh, facing the Bronx Bombers. Okay. That's going to be a fun game. Ooh, and it's at home. So that's what I like. Is because, one, we get to hit, and two, the, God, there's like no recognizable names on this team. At all.
We are under the lights. Joshua Gibbons is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've brought
and one away.
8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature, 63 degrees. Dean is there, 2 gone. Now to the plate, Jared Chavis. He comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Ooh, that's
Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike.
Did not go to the
I'm
right side
surprised
of
he
the
went
plate,
to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves it. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Dylan Carlson. In there, strike 1. Gibbons has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Alright, so we
Ruiz.
gotta put out
He
in
enters
this one.
play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 balls.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Scooped up. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Digging in, Austin Riley. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Sent on the ground out to
Ground
second.
ball.
Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate,
AB
Gabriel
in the
Arias.
next inning.
7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third. He's got it. Throw to first.
Jake is a pretty
and the
aggressive
leadoff man
first
is gone
pitch.
to start the third.
By knowing that I throw a majority of my pitches for strikes.
In now, Bert Marion, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number one here. Lifted down the line in left.
That ball foul.
And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home.
That sounded like that bad Brad, but it obviously didn't. It's just weak contact.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
And strike
So
three.
striding in, Dudley Carlson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
He looks kind of scared at the plate.
Part of the
Like,
strike zone.
this guy even had an AB yet?
This is skied into the air to
Well, now he
straightaway
has.
center. Dean is going to have room out there as he puts this away to.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much.
Ball.
He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. High in the air down the right field line.
Foul off.
This is going to wind up a foul ball. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
One strike. There we go.
Now a swing as he hits
just
this one
late.
into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first.
Base it.
Today's games, pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Now batting.
The fact is that we have
Marshall.
stats at the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch
What's this
before
guy's
was really
statistics?
close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with
Oh,
a
he does
better
not have
pitch
that good of an
and gets
ERA.
the punch out.
Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Down.
And he is in there.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting
E3.
2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that one's debatable.
The next Cub up.
What?
Bowles, 0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air down the right field line.
I have visible confusion on that play.
And foul.
Still a base.
All right, one time,
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this
Bases
misses for
loaded.
ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, this guy's going to be out of this
Here's
game
the
pretty
cleanup
quick if he
hitter,
keeps this up.
Joyal. And this
Swing and a
is
miss.
swung on
Two
and
outs.
missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away
Shohei
now.
Ohtani.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a... All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Todd Cole. First
just
pitch of the
missed.
inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Scorched to third. Fielded cleanly. throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. At the plate, Leody Taveras flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1-0 the count. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Jared Chavis comes on with one away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0.
Ground ball.
To second for one.
One and a play.
As they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Joshua Gibbons. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way to short. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
And can't do anything at the
Standing in, Dylan Carlson. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it.
Ground ball.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Josh, I'm running the pick and save. Do you want to go?
What?
Running the pick and save. Do you want to go?
No.
No? Okay.
Digging in now, Cable Ruiz. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last.
Shut the door.
Yeah, Matt. And it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him. Do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Here comes the 0-1.
0-2.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to
swing and a
through
miss
it for route number 2.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bert Marion will start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ronald Acuna will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. No runs, 2 hits.
Acuna's been red hot.
One error on the Yankee line score so far. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw gets him 2 down.
I don't want to. Oh, I'm leading off. Jeez.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Todd Bull.
Which is the fact is there were only around 50 pitches.
No balls and a strike to count.
That's kind of a
Here comes the
low
0-1.
quantity for a pitcher going into the 6th
No
and
runs,
the
2
7th
hits,
inning.
and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Sent in the air out to straight away.
That was a bad pitch, but
and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends.
we are out of it.
Marcus Blanton enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Joshua Gibbons. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. And he popped him up. Back into foul
There's
territory.
no way in hell
first.
How?
Carlson is in foul territory now as he hustles over to striding into the box, Leody Taveras. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right.
Base hit, maybe more.
Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Rivas is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
All right, one gone.
Digging in once again, Dylan Carlson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Late swing and a ball
Hard
fouled
ball.
into the seats past the third base dugout. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The count now at 2-2.
Come on, why don't you just strike out here?
Line drive, base hit to right. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. And up next will be Kelbert Ruiz. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Line drive to left.
See if they test it.
Ohtani is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go.
Striding in, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Strike.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire.
So I escaped trouble.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination, Gabriel Arias. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first.
What do you mean
in
minus
time,
6
so
for-
the
I
leadoff
think
man
that's
is
stats
set
so
down
random.
to open up inning number 8. Standing in, Burke Marion.
Now batting, number 12.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Good pitch.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And he
Ball.
misses there, 1-2. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Greg Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Greg.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And you
So
see
you're gonna
that
pitch.
average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Lifted into the
I
air
have
to
a better
shallow
batting
center.
average.
Center fielder coming on, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covers. Geraldo Francisco is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping up now, Joshua Gibbons. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take his
Lines!
at-bat.
Yeah, man, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he...
Striding in to
Good
start
contact.
the ninth.
Unfortunately, it was an out.
Roll as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about
the shutup's
this one.
gone.
Watch it fly into the bleachers and gone.
What a great feeling right there.
They're going to pull me.
Curtis O'Connor takes the ball.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling.
And we're on the road in this one. 8-2 record this season.
Afternoon base. Now at the plate, Mariano Valencia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The first baseman.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike
Just
one.
barely a piece.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Now at the plate, Michael Ciani, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the
And
first
ground
game of the series,
ball.
winning
Misses
game
the
2
shortstop. Throw. Got him.
by pulling one out here today.
Yeah,
Well, excuse
Dan,
me,
they
third
were able to
baseman.
shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The third
Britt
baseman.
Beatty is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great things, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for
2-2.
strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strike? And the throw to first is there. The inning is over.
Just ask him a question and then the inning's over.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Joshua Gibbons. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Hit on the ground down the first.
No, I did
baseline.
not hit swing. God damn it.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the bottom of the inning now.
God damn it.
Standing in
That
as
was
the
a
veteran
very
outfielder,
late
Dylan
swing.
Cousins. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and
that was a
misses for
good
strike
pitch.
2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it.
Joshua!
What?
Say goodnight!